Okay, greetings everyone. I am Rhonda Leverson, Rhonda the Thought Healer, and everything that happens exactly the way that it's supposed to. And what that means is that we have to accept our exposures, and we have to accept our positions of our acceptances when we are exposed to those who have expressions in our existences, because they were presented to us for a reason and we're presented to them for a reason. And based on our positions within our tribes, our self-importance will expose how we seek another person's importance. And if we think we are self-important, then we will unify with our people, because some of us who even say we are trying to be consistent with like minds are saying you're alike, and you use that likeness as an importance. But as soon as the season changes and the transition is necessary because of another group or person that leads to another branch of the tree must leave your union to unify with more for the future of our whole unity, your misunderstanding of yourself is holding on to the past teachings to get you that far. So you try to think you should prohibit someone else's reaching out to another part of our tree. All of this is happening to us because we lack unification, we lack acceptance, and it's predestined. And if you're going to assume that at any point in a story that you've ever heard about us, simply because we look different, then you have to unify with all aspects and possibilities of our exposure to you. You have to accept that you exist at a perfect time, and those that you need to disagree with are doing their part to help you evolve your reason, your desire, your passion to seek unification with some of us in your like-mindedness. You can't be all right and they all wrong on the whole spectrum. And even if they are all wrong on the opposite end of you, there are those in between you to maintain balance all the way on the opposite poles. But each one is necessary for another one so that we can maintain the whole. And you have been seasonal, as those are seasonal in front and behind you for a specific purpose that leads to everyone getting to another place on schedule. Because realistically, no human being is intelligent enough to say what the fuck I'm saying. But if you, whatever your predestined distraction is, it is simply a distraction when you are not seeing yourself as the sacrifice of unification. If you're going to scream that it should be different, then you don't require a band. You seeing, thinking and seeing and feeling that you got to do something has truly exposed you as a leader, but you must use that leadership and that gift of utterance to unify your people who are following you. You have to speak unification, because you might be misunderstanding what the 100th grandchild is going to say. So you have to have the message of descendancy. Because no matter how you see it, don't let your eyes limit how you see it. This is just today. Yesterday is not coming back. Whatever you ate, you can't bring it to me to bring this thing back. So every opportunity that you are here, you get one more shot to unify. Did you? Did you? Did you? And what do you want if you ain't giving it consistently? I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you mean if you don't do it consistently. I don't know what you mean. I'm confused because last week or yesterday, a minute ago, you said. And everybody that needs to know you like that bitch right there, this she did. No, that's not what she meant because Rhonda meant that. Because when Rhonda's speaking, she's saying unify. It don't matter if I'm screaming, if I'm cussing, if I'm fucking, whatever I'm doing, my message was what? And your message is what? You speak a language of separation and I'm screaming for unification no matter how I look, no matter how I say it, no matter how I sound, you still say, there's a reason that you won't because I am what? And you don't scream it at all. You won't even whisper it, but I shouldn't scream it. And I shouldn't demand it. I should demand it, and I do demand it because I'm the one that's chosen to show you if you want it, then you go get it then. Ain't that what we hear about everything? That you gotta be the one to do something? You can't wait for somebody to do something? Isn't that what they're telling you? If you wanna lead the basketball team, you can be it. If you wanna go and get that job, you can believe it. Well, if I want unification, then I can, goddamn it, get it, can't I? Can't I? If you want to unify with anybody, then you got to prove that shit on a regular basis because everybody got to watch. Just in case you say hi, they got to watch. You might mean something. Because they are not consistent in the exposure of unification. So you're not sure because everybody, hi might mean this, well, hi might mean that, and what's up might mean this, and yo, brother, how you doing might mean a whole nother. It's like, then what are the children supposed to think about all the hellos that said die? What are they supposed to do with the shit that you satisfied with today? What are they supposed to do with all you got to do is complain about it, and complaining is the way to complain. So just complain and you ain't complaining. What the hell is that when you said that you so smart? You got it all together. You ain't your grandma. You ready to fuck a bitch up and can't even unify with your neighbor. What good is a good fighter when you can't sit your ass down when we all done fighting round here? What the fuck are you doing when I can't say what the fuck are you doing and you want to just keep fucking everything up and blaming somebody else because you can't stop? You do what you want somebody else to do on a consistent basis. And stop acting like you waiting on somebody else to do what you sent to do. What you tolerating. But you don't want me to sound mad. But you ain't angry, honey. Anger don't look like a bitch that's talking. I'm the grandmother. Grandma said, shut your damn mouth and do something then. Y'all seen my grandma Daisy? That's my grandma. That's my real grandma. What I'm gonna say? What you expecting me to say when that's my real grandma? So don't act like we good human beings. Ain't no good human beings when you ain't killing yourself to show me you so good. Because every time I see you, you should be good to somebody if you so good to somebody. But nobody's consistent because you might have to get involved in your consistency. See, it's that simple. But this is what my position is. I was named after Help Me Rhonda. So I don't require nothing but I. That's I only requires I. You don't require no agreement. And everybody can be wrong as a motherfucker about anything. But you got the message to do what you have to do. You do what you have to do. And if it's screaming louder than I am about unification, then you better do it, because everybody needs a body. And if it's just two of us left here with nature, it's still just going to be them two needing to work together to do some shit. But then if it does come down to the one, it's still I. You start with I and you end with I. So what's your role in unity? Right in the middle of unity. Right in the middle of unify. What the hell is your role as I? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? The children become us, and we ain't speaking. And the children who are speaking right now, they aren't taught to speak to all of us. So they still think that some of us shouldn't be here. But without all of us, there would be no standing on the motherfucking shoulders, because you got to have your legs. Or you got to have, you're not just going to be shoulders. You're just not going to exist as shoulders. Even with the head needs a neck or something, you're not just shoulders. And there's stuff inside that's holding all this shit together so that you can be shoulders. Y'all ain't good. You're not good. What is good? Or you are good. But the whole point of different levels of consciousness, having different levels of acceptances and definitions of words, you are good. And you're doing exactly what you need to do within your goodness. So we don't need to be offended by someone else's definition. But you must be consistent in showing them that it's a time to evolve in the goodness of your kingdoms and queendoms and doms and isms. Because I want you to accept every single person and everybody based on what they have to do. But you got to make sure that they are in the proper place where they need to be in, so you don't misunderstand what their purpose is. Everybody is perfect. But I'm doing exactly what my role is, to show you that you're getting ready to move out your chair, so somebody else that's following your position can have that seat. It's time to evolve into the next place of our tribal unification. And if we are the creator of all things, and surely we didn't just create brown people. We did not just create brown people. We created all motherfucking things, all colors, all smells, all acknowledgments and discoveries. Greeting, Morris. So we created this story and all of these acceptances and social understandings that exist right now for your evolution and your incognito research of yourself for our unification process. As profound as you being responsible for what is happening may sound, you are responsible for the scheduling of your awakening during our process. And you have to take all credit, or you're giving away power to think that there is something out there that is so powerful and so smart enough to say what I said and leave you free like this if you thought that slavery was that thing that they could ever do to any of us. You say the great power is the great power, then the great power figured this shit out way before this. And you get to be exposed to knowing that it's like, well, seriously, seriously. If you said our ancestors was that thing, then, seriously, then this is total recall. I recorded this thing so that at this time when those of us on schedule. We'll play it back, and through us, we will hear our messages. We wrote this. This is our recordings. This was an old thing, recording things, and we all made videos to ourselves for our scheduled awakenings. And if you can't accept that, then I don't give a. That's where you at in this cycle of acceptance of you just a motherfucking humanoid. That's who you are in the Total Recall. That's why we made the movie. And people think it's a movie based on what they thought as human flesh. That's a fleshly thing to deny what I'm saying. You can't deny your own exposure to the programming and the deprogramming and the reprogramming and the coding that we created. You can't deny that I created every single thing and every speck of dust in your surroundings that's floating in the air in your nose right now, that you can't even see that made you think all microscopic. You can't dictate that to someone that's talking like this. You can take absolutely no credit for your own acceptance of what I'm saying. You can't take credit for your denial, and when you gonna get on schedule to say that bitch was right. You can't. You can't decide when you gonna understand that we created alphabets. You can't determine what I'm gonna make you see when you walk out the front door. You can't understand why I had to put somebody in your family on crack. You can't determine who was gonna be the one to get molested to save your whole motherfucking family because the bitch was molested. You can't decide who was gonna be your master and who was gonna get fucked and who was gonna show up in 2018. That ain't your goddamn decision. It ain't your determination who gonna get fired today for fucking the bitch wife and producing another black seed in her so that your grandchild can get back on a cycle of understanding you too, motherfucker. You don't decide what I determine about you. Don't make those decisions. You can't even decide when to cut your toenails, fool. And I gave them to you for a symbol of confirmation. You thought it was trash. You can't decide what I make you believe and disbelieve about me. All I got to do is be consistent. And a good follower does what a follower ain't gonna do nothing but follow to do follower. That's why you didn't know it was me in the first place. Because you first got to follow to learn how to lead. But don't nobody want to give to the gutter, God damn it. Don't nobody want to go prove that invisible motherfucking jelly bean you call God is God, because God said go down in there if God is God, but God didn't include all your motherfuckers. So that's why you couldn't believe in that God, because you representing a whole level of unity that the other ones wouldn't accept in you, so it made you an activist reluctantly. You mad that you woke up to save us, you goddamn it leader? You mad that you had to lead? You mad that the only way we listening to is because you went to the gutter in the first damn place? You mad that it didn't look like Beyonce? You mad that you had to go somewhere first? How do we keep being mad that you said we was the creator of all things, and as the creator of all things, don't you gotta end up down at the gutter because you might forget you was all things? And if you're gonna be here in all things by yourself, then you're gonna get kind of bored. Just if you got the gift of doing shit like that, you just do it because you can. And you're gonna keep multiplying yourself back over and over and over and over. And you're going to create yourself over, and you're going to multiply yourself to argue with yourself about the fact that it is yourself that's causing all the shit yourself. That's brilliant. See, look at what I've done. I'm brilliant. And I just kept replicating myself as doctors and lawyers and preachers and bums and molesters and rapists and dogs and cats and birds and fish and dirt and feces and pee and bacteria and feathers and trash cans and pinball machines and basketballs and sneakers and t-shirts and nakedness and hair. And you arguing about, well, I made you argue about that, but I made you think it was about skin color or money or education See, you said I was infinite, and God is, and I am going to do all things. Well, God, let me then accept what I've done thus far as my plan. I mean, if you're going to believe, then believe consistently. And that's all I'm saying. Be consistent. Be so consistent that thing that put you here was like, what, grasshopper? You done graduated, but you don't want to graduate. You got to graduate in order for everybody to see that's you. That's what you go to college for, so you can be consistent and turning the wheel. You went to college so you can push the button every day at a specific time for a specific amount of time. But why can't you do that in your life about representing unity, since you said that's what's wrong with us? We won't do nothing together. Then show me consistently what you mean, man. And then you will start realizing that that's not what you really wanted them to see, in consistency of that. It just keeps man saying, well, damn, if we just stop being shitty to each other, it'll change everything. Confirmation. Good morning.
Good morning, confirmation. What should I wear?
What do you want to wear?
Confirmation. Hey, confirmation.
Yes.
What are you doing?
Making a video.
Can I see him?
Sure. Come.
This is backwards.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes, really. So.
Anyway.
If you would like to follow me on YouTube, I'm Rhonda Levers. Rhonda _
Oh
Leverson.
my gosh, an egg?
Yes, a blue egg. How about that? Let's show them that. A blue
Oh
egg
my gosh.
and a nest.
Hey, Grandma, did I have a bird in there?
Nope, I'm going to let you smash it. Not yet, though, not in here.
Oh my gosh, I love you, I love you, I love you.
Okay, anyway.
Oh, I love you, so Pinky. Oh my gosh, I love you.
Anyway, look. What did you say?
Oh,
So help me finish this up real quick. Tell them to follow me on YouTube and all that stuff. What did he tell them?
follow me on YouTube and subscribe to my channel.
What else?
And click the bell. And if you want to get more education, please subscribe to my channel.
That's right. So, thank you. I'm Rhonda the Thought Healer, Rhonda Leverson. This is my grandson, Ron James. And share this video. Thank you.
Let's do my egg too, okay? Okay,